Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island Games Season 1, Episode 5. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. Johnny, you are a sick man. Sick. You are a sick, oh, this man is crazy. So after the dumping, let's start at the beginning, child. Toby, Sally, Jack, and Justine want to get their strategy together because clearly anybody can go at any time.
That shit should not happen ever again.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
Let's follow through. Full follow through, okay? Yeah. Loyalty, all right?
Not getting to see where things go with Jack would be so devastating.
Oh, thank you. Are you not close?
I'm okay.
I would have been so sad if our time got cut short.
Devastating.
Yeah.
Thank you, Justine, for getting back on track, okay? Yes, I've watched the recaps that they're doing on the show as well. And she said that there was some downtime with, what's his name? I almost called him Caesar, with Curtis, that obviously wasn't shown on the show because they were literally at a hotel. And that's where she learned that he really is looking for somebody. He's very serious this time around, he actually wants a relationship. And at this time, well, probably before now, but in the beginning, she wasn't quite sure if Jack was on that type of time. So that's why she was shifting her attention towards Curtis rather than to Jack. But now it seems like Jack has given the energy back to her. So she's reciprocate oh, thank you. Thank you, because girl, Curtis, I don't care what the Curtis Vigilantes say, it's a no for me. Lisa is obviously upset that her friends had voted her in. I honestly did not even notice who had voted for who. I guess I was blanked out. But yeah, Jess voting for Lisa kind of stings.
Jess and Imani.
Yeah. Imani.
If I go home, it's gonna be easier for them to win. I think it's unfair to come home this way.
Are you happy I'm still here, though?
Yeah, I'm happy you're still here.
Okay.
Lisa is very emo. This girl is very emotional. She takes things personally. I think I cannot fault you for that. Your feelings are your feelings. You are in an environment where there is gameplay added to it, so you've got to be cognizant of that, Definitely, I could see why she's upset that Jess voted for her because that's her friend, but Imani also has other friends. I think Jess's closest friend is actually Lisa, but Imani has friends in the villa, so you also got to think, who is she going to protect? And also, as the women who are going against Lisa, you want to better your chances to win in the challenges. And unfortunately, that means Lisa's got to go. Megan is realizing that although this is the games version of the show, it is still Love Island and love connections are still important.
Oh, maybe if I was more dedicated to him, people wouldn't have voted him. He put all his eggs in my basket, and then I was just fucking around.
If you don't do good in the challenges, you're in the firing line. So you got to put your heart on your sleeve when you're in the challenges to stay in the villa.
I think I'm going to keep my mouth shut about the competitiveness in games now because people use that as an excuse to get you out.
Your challenge abilities don't really matter unless there is a challenge where the person who's in last is immediately eliminated. And I don't really think that the love connections matter as much either. I think that platonic relationships matter. Definitely. Even Johnny had clocked it. The UK boys are going to band together because they have that friendship. And so what you need to do is make friends with people so that they don't want to have to vote their friends out. So Megan, I don't know if you're just not making a lot of friends or something, but get in there, be friendly. I don't know if I think Megan got any votes, but people did use the whole either you don't have a love connection, that's why Steph was voted out, or you're really strong and strategic, that's why Lisa got some votes. But at the core, just make some friends. Speaking of friends, Lisa wants to bring everybody together to confront her friends on why they voted against her.
You tell me that I'm aggressively into the games. That was really hurtful.
I didn't mean it to hurt your feelings, but you are aggressively playing the game.
And you know that I also have a connection. I actually like Curtis.
Why leave you here so you can burn me?
I don't want you to think that I don't like you or anything. It was pure because you were a threat.
I think Lisa got one more offense from me. One more offense. I understand she feels betrayed by her friends. I do get it. I do. But it is a game. And the objective is to win the game. So of course they're going to put up people for elimination who they feel like can beat them in the games. Like, girl, come on. Ain't no loyalties up in this bitch. Ain't no loyalties up in here. Make some new friends. Come on. You're like, and you've got to admire it. You know, I love people who just feel their feels, who wear their heart on their sleeve. Like, it's great. But sometimes you make yourself susceptible to being hurt in situations where you really just got to power through it, you know? In this situation, okay, your friends dogged you, learn from it, do something different the next time. Okay, Curtis has been treating you like a second option, learn from it, do something different the second time. But what's Lisa gonna do? She gonna befriend those exact same people. She gonna go back to Curtis. I'm like, baby girl, at this point, what can we do? So the next day, Kira has now joined the villa. Obviously, like I said in the previous episode, Kira is best friends with Justine, and then by extension, she's best friends with Selly. So she's definitely not going to go for those guys, but she is having an interest in Curtis. I knew it. Like, come on. But she also is into Megan.
She's walking around with an Instagram filter on. I'm like, oh my God, girl.
Find you very beautiful, for sure. I don't know.
She could pull him.
Yeah, you were telling me that shit,
bro. Kira gets exactly what she wants.
I love an artsy-fartsy dude, and I'm gonna sound so dumb. He has like that little twinkle in his eye. I don't know.
To me, he doesn't resemble Cashel, but there's just things that I would, you know what I'm saying? I don't have the word, but like I would do that. And even she said it too. She's like, yeah, he's kind of similar to the guy that I was dating on my season, which was season 1. So yeah, not surprising at all. And then with Megan, I'm not surprised by this either. If you've seen Kira on her 17 million shows that she's been on, honestly, girl, get that check. I'm not even judging. Get that check. We know that it's open season for her. Now, whether or not Megan is going to take her seriously, I don't know. Megan has opened up and said that she has been bi-curious in the past. I think she has actually had a relationship with a girl. Did she say that? I don't know. Somebody will tell me in the comments. But yeah, so the opportunity is there. I just don't know if the romantic potential long term is there. Like I said, Lisa got one more strike, and the girl done struck out.
I'm not gonna lie, I think it could be Curtis type as well. I just said hi to her basically, and then she's like interested in my partner.
Just because he wants to talk to other people doesn't make you like a second option because he hasn't made a decision.
That's what I want to see when you go out there.
Should I go out? That's not
Viking. You're a Viking gal and Viking blood.
Viking.
Lisa, I just want to know, like, does Curtis even know that you're this sold on him? Does he know? Because here you are having these strong emotions for a man who's told you plain as day he's open to getting to know other people. And even if he didn't tell you plain as day, in the game, I'm sorry. If I was in a game partnered up with somebody and they were to go and make out with somebody who they felt like was more attracted to me, and then also had the opportunity to make out with me, telling me that they wanted to get to know me more but end up kissing somebody else, baby, I'm out the game. I'm out the game. I don't need to be told. I know what it is. But on top of that, he did tell you. So at this point, like, I don't know. I don't know what you want. I think there was a conversation as well. Yep. There's another conversation where she's trying to see where his head is at. And I'm just like, the fact that you keep asking, like, you know he don't like you like that.
Since you didn't make me one.
I know, that's I was going to comment. That's what I was just going to ask you.
Trying to avoid me now? Huh? We all got to do what we got to do, you know? I really like him a lot. But it's nothing I can do about it. No coffee, walking away. I'm like, hey.
I think that a pitfall for Lisa is the fact that she's trying to play it cool in order to guard her heart, but she knows that that's not her. She's not like, oh yeah, it is what it is. No, she really does like this guy. But if you're presenting yourself as the cool, calm, and collected girl, he's gonna treat you as such. I feel like the best plan of action, honestly, is to just sit him down and say, hey, this is how I'm feeling. It's no obligation on you to now like reciprocate what I'm feeling, but I want you to know where I'm at so that you can act accordingly. The man is being aloof with you because you kind of showing him that you're aloof too. So let him know what the deal is, and then let him decide what he wants to do from there. Kira, as we know, is into Megan, so she's trying to see how far this connection could go between them if they were to try something.
I'm gonna have a new bombshell looking over my shoulder when I'm talking to Meg. I've never competed with a girl before. I don't even know where to start.
I never know when girls are like into girls or like there's just like a mutual feeling.
My first experience with a girl was actually with like a couple. As women, it's like, oh, you're a slut or you get slut shamed.
Yes, 100%.
So I stick by that, and I've always been super like open.
Now, I did not know Megan used to be a stripper. Not shaming sex work. She's also bisexual. Again, I don't know if she is like, does she identify as bisexual or she's like fluid maybe. Somebody in the comments will tell me. She's open. Let's go with that. She's open, right? Apparently y'all are saying she also has an OnlyFans. So she's really like, hey, what's up? We're here, we're queer, and we're ready to have a good time. Again, I think that's all that it is for her, a good time. Kira, I hope you're here to play the game too, because if you're thinking there's going to be a relationship for you and Megan, you're greatly mistaken. They seem to think that they have a lot in common, and I'm just like, I didn't get that impression, but hey, maybe it was part of the conversation that we just didn't get to see. So Jess is feeling away about Liberty, because ever since she let Liberty know that she's also going to go hard for Johnny, well, I don't know if she said go hard, but she's also going to go for Johnny, Liberty has been distancing herself from her. So she's just like, I feel like we were friends. I thought we were closer than that. Like, what's the deal? Then she wants to confront Liberty about it, who hasn't even noticed the fact that she's been distancing herself from Jess.
The bird goes, caw, caw, and goes straight for the chips. You know what I mean? Like, that's Liberty.
Hi.
Lib, do you want to go for a chat?
Yeah, sure. Oh.
I think like you are being a little bit calculated.
I am the least calculated person you'll ever meet. Yeah, I feel like you're looking at me like you don't trust what I'm saying.
Don't let me down. I think that Liberty is like in her own world, so sometimes she doesn't see how the things that she does or says come across to other people. So Jess was bringing up the whole thing of, you know, I was talking to Johnny, then you came to hug him. I honestly think she just wanted to hug him. Or even the situation with Steph where she was snitching on Megan. I think Liberty is just in her own situation. I highly doubt there's malicious intent coming from Liberty. And honey, if there is, well, she got me fooled. She got me fooled. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I really am. So in the evening, Liberty has a conversation with Jess again, and is basically saying like, listen, I didn't mean to make you feel like I was pushing you away or whatever. And then Jess opens up about how she struggles to express her emotions.
I feel like you're just like rubbing it in my face. Like,
I'm not trying to create drama out of nothing.
I don't wear my heart on my sleeve. I pretend like, and I'm like gonna get emotional as well. Like, I like to pretend that everything's okay, which I think it's a coping mechanism. Like, I coupled up with Steph, and like he was like, you're not my first choice. That hurt. And then like, you know, to get to know someone and like obviously like he obviously prefers you. This has rattled me so much that I don't even give a fuck about the guys anymore. Like, I have no drive to get to know Johnny.
I love Jess. I loved her season. I love her here, even though I know she's rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. I think you just have to know her personality. You know what I mean? Like, she's just this girl. I love her. However, if you know that you struggle putting yourself out there, I feel like you can't really get frustrated at other people who can do that easier than you can, right? So it seems like her frustration with Liberty is that she's able to wear her heart on her sleeve while Jess can't, because she's afraid of getting hurt. If you want the man, which you really shouldn't, if you want this man, Johnny, you've got to put yourself out there to make your presence known. Like, how is he going to know that you have genuine interest in, I mean, based on the ending, clearly it doesn't even matter. But how is he going to know that you have genuine interest if you are not making it known to him? And so I do feel for her. I even remember on her season, by the way, if people want to watch that Australian season, it literally was just the last one. So there's one currently going on right now. It was the season that ended like November, December of last year. But she had a rough time there too. She would like guys more than they would like her. And so I can see this being a theme in her life, even outside of Love Island. So it is kind of frustrating to now want somebody and then also feel like you have a friend and then you losing both of them. And it's just like, yeah. I'm also thinking to myself, damn, all this over Johnny. Damn. The man is attractive, but like, y'all, beyond that, like what? Especially for Jess and Liberty in particular, these girls be falling for these men. This man is not gonna fall for, the man is gonna play you. He gonna play you. Don't lose a friend over this man. Don't lose a friend over any man, but definitely not over this one. So they're bringing this woman, Ariana Madix. Apparently you people who watch the, what is it? Not Road Rules. Some other show that she was on, okay? People know her. Let me just say that. Listen, people know her. I feel like in the villa, everybody was pretending to be shocked. I think maybe 20% of the villa knew who she was. I highly doubt everybody knew her. But anyways, she comes with the news that there's going to be a recoupling. I don't know about y'all, but I completely forgot that was part of Love Island. I really did. So Kira got to go first. And she chose Megan. I think that the show has been trying to do this, especially since last season with Cassie and Johnny. So, yep, they got their girl couple. The next person was chosen by random draw, which I felt like defeats the whole purpose of people coming in first in the challenge and picking the order, but it's okay. Curtis picked Lisa. Ray picked Imani. Toby picked Selly. And then Johnny, with his trifling ass, chose Jess. And I'm here stunned because I literally wrote Liberty, enter. Because I was like, obviously, that's who he's going to pick. No.
Jessica.
Why didn't you think he would pick you?
I don't know, like, you haven't really been pulling me for chats.
Yeah, like, obviously me and Johnny had chemistry and stuff, but I'm happy for Jess and Johnny. So, yeah, it's all good.
Why am I shocked? No, I should not be shocked. When it comes to the show, I don't know what this man does in his personal life. I don't be keeping up with people like that unless you are Imani or Justine. But as for the show, the man has never done anything that was not self-serving. So I should not be surprised. Of course he was going to spice things up. Of course he was going to rile up the villa. And he literally had been saying from yesterday and today, his stronger connection is with Liberty. So why he chose Jess, God knows. But anyways, moving on. Next to pick was Callum, who obviously picked Liberty. And so Jack and Justine were left together. Now, after the recoupling, of course, everybody is like, now what the hell is going on with Johnny?
Okay, what would you rather have happened tonight?
Oh no, this is like exactly what I wanted.
He was adamant that Johnny was going to pick me.
Yeah, well, the fact that he's been kissing you and stuff, he hasn't even kissed Jess. He was like, I don't even speak to Jess.
Like, don't beat yourself up. It's done now, and it's because you're a nice person. You're too nice.
Yeah.
I am too nice.
Both Liberty and Jess should take note of what just happened. Should take note on either end. Because with Liberty, he'd been kissing up on her all day. They'd be kissing in secret and stuff like that. He'd be telling people, oh yeah, if I was to pick somebody, it would be Liberty because we do have that emotional, well, I don't even know if you call it an emotional connection, but he was more inclined to pursue her over Jess. So, of course, it would make sense. Why wouldn't you pick Jess? And then with, Liberty. And then with Jess, the man hadn't spoken to her in like 2 days, basically. The man hasn't really stood firm on where he stands with Jess or Liberty. Like, he just, whatever. And then all of a sudden, yeah, I'll pick you. And the thing is, I think in his mind, well, at the end of the day, I do think he's trying to make good television. Let's just start from there. And I don't blame him because it is good television. I think first and foremost, good television. Secondly, he wants to win by any means, all right? But thirdly, I think he thinks he has women in his hand. And so he can just kind of like do whatever and they'll fall in line. But I'm so glad to see that in the next episode, it looks as if Jess is actually going to push back because I thought she was going to be like putty. I really did. But it looks like she's going to have some words for him. Thank you. Somebody needs to put this man in his place because what the hell? What the hell? Stop playing with people's emotions like this. Like, yeah, it's Love Island Games, but there's love in the title, sir. What a great season. Oh, guys, I'm loving this show so much. As always, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.